Hi, my name is Cade, and I will be your clinician today. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, just some general information with this whole telemedicine thing. I just want you to know that I am in a safe and secure room, so nobody will be coming in or out. No one's going to hear the information you're telling me. So it is just you and me on this call. Um, and then if you hear typing or see me like looking down, it's just because I'm taking notes. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Um, do you have any questions for me so far?
No.
Okay. So you want to tell me what's going on a little bit?
Yeah, so I've been having some pain in my neck, like in the middle, kind of. That's been really affecting how much I can lift at work. I'm a firefighter. It also has been really slowing me down, and that can be dangerous when we're on calls and stuff. The weight of my gear is causing more of a problem than it has ever before. So that's kind of what's been going on.
Okay. So when you describe your pain like being in the middle, are you talking about like right on the little like the bumps, like the bones? Or
So it's kind of like here, more like right here, and then sometimes it'll go up and right beneath the base of my head a little bit.
okay. Is this left side? Right side?
Yeah, my left side.
Left side? Okay.
Mhm.
So it's kind of all through here.
Yep.
Okay. Now, does this pain radiate anywhere? Like, does it shoot down into the arm, up into the back of your head?
Um, so usually the back of my head definitely, for sure, and down and then here. And sometimes when I put my gear on, which with a tank and everything on it can be like 20 or so pounds, sometimes it'll like make my left arm feel numb, but that doesn't really happen all the time.
Okay. Um, so how would you describe this pain? Is it like sharp shooting, dull, achy, pins and needles, burning?
So I would describe it as achy, and then sometimes when I have my gear on, it can be sharp. Um, yeah, definitely achy.
Okay. And then your main point of pain. Like, if you could point with one finger, where would you say the most pain is at?
Um, Usually here, so kind of like right here.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, was there anything specific that really caused this? Like, did you make a certain movement? Did something happen, like initially to like let you know, like, oh yeah, that didn't feel good, or did this kind of like gradually happen?
So for probably the past couple months, it's really been bothering me. It'll really tighten up, and I feel like it's like picking my shoulder up sometimes, and it'll really tighten up. Um, but the past 3 weeks or so has been really tough on it. Like I'll wake up and sometimes I can't move my head fully. I haven't noticed anything really serious. I basically do the same thing every day. If we have to go on a call, my gear is on. I'm not doing anything quick with my head. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, so there wasn't anything that you remember that really caused that pain to start.
No, it's just been kind of getting progressively worse, and now it's really affecting me.
Okay. Are there any certain movements that really cause it to flare up?
So, definitely if I try to look like driving,
Hmm.
and then I try to check my, if I'm changing lanes, that really hurts, and I
Okay.
have to like really kind of move my body in order to check. Um, yeah, that way probably hurts the most.
Okay. So do you drive the fire truck or do you just ride?
So we take turns, but with the driving the engine, this in this position can sometimes give me pain, and then like I said, changing lanes will also give me pain.
Okay. So the main complaint of pain is just when you're trying to look over your left shoulder.
Hmm.
Okay. So there's nothing when you like look down at your feet, looking up at the ceiling, or looking over your right shoulder.
definitely don't feel any pain doing this. And then over my right shoulder, no pain. It feels a little tight, but I'm able to move better this way
Okay.
than I am this way.
Okay. So basically, what I want you to do from here,
Mhm.
this is going to be kind of weird over telemedicine, but what I want you to do is put your right hand on your forehead.
Mhm.
And so you're going to push into your forehead,
Mhm.
but I want you to try and keep your head still.
Okay.
Does that cause any pain for you?
No.
Okay. So now what I want you to do is you're going to put your head down,
Mhm.
and you're going to put your right hand on top of or on the back of your head, and then you're
Okay.
going to try and look up.
That does cause a little bit of pain
Okay. Is it still in that same spot,
in the
like
spot.
right in here?
Mhm.
Okay. And so now what I want you to do, um, so put your right hand on your right cheek,
Right hand, right cheek.
and then you're going to like turn your head like you're going to look over your shoulder.
Okay. No pain this way.
No pain that way? Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing on your left side.
Okay. No pain like pushing into it. Maybe pain here, like if I were to turn a little bit more and then do it, pain there.
Okay. Um, so now what I want you to do is kind of shrug your shoulders a little bit. Does that cause you any pain?
No.
Okay. Have you noticed any like range of motion differences in your arms? Like putting your arms like straight up like this, do you still have full range? Like are they both the same?
Yeah. And there's no pain getting them up here either.
Okay.
Pretty good.
And then if you come out to the side with your thumbs up,
Thumbs up. You can't see them, but my thumbs are up.
any pain with that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And then basically what I want you to do is kind of like put your hand like this.
Okay.
And then basically like push off backwards.
All right. No pain here.
No pain there?
Mm-mm.
Good. All right, so now we're just gonna resist all of those motions. So first one, you're going to put your right hand
Mm-hmm.
on your left forearm.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna try and move that arm up.
Mhm.
And let your, yeah. So basically pushing down with your right and you're gonna push up with your left.
You got it. Gotcha. Okay. No pain there.
No pain?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're gonna do that same thing. So basically thumb is going to be up,
Uh-huh.
and then you're gonna have your arm down by your side, and with your right hand, you're just gonna kind of reach over and grab it this way,
Okay.
and then try and move your arm up like that.
No pain this way.
Okay? So now basically what I want you to do is with both hands, you're gonna put them on the top of your head, and you're gonna push straight down.
No pain.
No pain?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So now we're going to kind of do that same thing, but you're going to lean your head back a little bit and then push straight down again.
No pain.
Okay. So while your head is still back, you're going to look over your right shoulder and push straight down.
No pain.
Okay. And then look over your left shoulder as best you can with that head tilted back a little bit. And then with your hands, you're going to push straight down one more time.
No pain.
Good. All right, so now what I want you to do is you're going to put your right hand on top of your left shoulder. And with this hand, you're going to push down. And then you're going to take your right ear to your right shoulder this way.
Ear to right shoulder. it's a definite stretch. Feels really good, actually. But no pain.
No pain, just kind of that stretching feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what would you rate this pain at? Is it like 1 out of 10, 10 being like take me to the hospital? What would you rate it at right now?
Right now, at rest, it's more like a 2 or 3.
Okay.
Definitely at work when I have all my stuff on and I'm trying to move or lift things or help somebody, a 6.
Okay. Um, so is driving really the only thing that bothers it just because like looking over your left shoulder, or is there anything else going throughout your day?
If I go like this, I can feel the pain right in there, kind of like right here.
Okay.
So like this, and then looking over my shoulder.
Okay. Um, so with your right hand
Mm-hmm.
on this bone that kind of sticks out right here,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to kind of push down on that along it,
Mm-hmm.
and then let me know if that causes any pain.
Kind of right here a little bit. And then actually when you did this movement here, there was a little pain here and then like a little here, but
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically going on this muscle right here
Mm-hmm.
comes down onto the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do that same thing, just kind of pushing down and working towards your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. If you were doing this, what would you be feeling for?
Uh, I would do this on both sides and just kind of feeling for any differences, whether it's like taut or any type of like bumps or like crepitus.
So I think my right side definitely feels looser, and maybe my left side, I actually like have this bump where a lot of my pain is. Feels kind of like a rope. This muscle feels almost like a rope.
Okay. Um, so with being a firefighter, you're gonna have to be in pretty good shape, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your workout routine like?
So we do workouts as a house,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
As
all together.
the whole unit.
Yeah, as a unit. And then we do a lot of work with the hoses and stuff, like whenever we do team like unit workouts and whatnot, because you need to be able to move those. And they can be anywhere from 78 to 135 pounds without water just on their own. So being able to lift and move those is really important. A lot of that is like either dragging or throwing them over your shoulder. And then you need to be able to lift heavy equipment. So like the Jaws of Life for cars are around 48 pounds, and then all of our gear on can be like 55 pounds. So a lot of it is being able to hold my body with all of the weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we work out as a team, but that depends. We have a couple 24-hour calls a week, and I have a family at home, so it just depends how much time I have. Yeah.
Okay. So when y'all are working out as a unit, do y'all kind of do like the same amount of exercises like every time y'all work out, or have y'all like recently like increased that amount or decreased it? Like has that changed at all?
Right. With the pandemic going on, I don't think we've really changed anything because it's taken a lot to kind of really up our protocols when it comes to the firehouse and such, and how we're answering calls and whatnot. Takes a little bit of extra work to make sure all of our stuff is clean. So we haven't been able to up any of our training. I think we've been luckily able to keep it the same, at least, in the midst of cleaning and sanitizing and all that stuff.
Okay. So you said this pain does not like travel down your arm really. It's just like right here in the middle and then goes up to the back of your head.
Yeah, and then a lot of times that'll happen if after I put on my gear, sometimes it'll feel extra tight, kind of like it's pulling it. I feel like maybe it's almost like a pinching feeling sometimes, but no tingling. So I know from the past that it's not like nerve related. But I don't know. It just kind of always feels tight, and I can't really move too much without it like almost like kind of feeling like I'm being seized up or something.
Okay. And you said this has been going on for a while now, correct?
Yeah, it's been a couple months where the range of motion has bothered me, but the past couple weeks I've gotten more of that like seizing sensation, like
Okay.
it's just really tight and bothersome.
Okay. Have you tried to do anything for it, like on your own, like taking any type of anti-inflammatory, like ibuprofen, Aleve, Advil, anything like that?
Right, so I've been taking ibuprofen, two of them, like 200 milligrams each for the pain, but it only lasts a little bit. I've been trying. I usually a heat pack will work, like one of the over the shoulder ones that'll get both sides. That will work for a while and make it feel loose, and then I feel like I get a little bit more motion, but then it just tightens back up by the end of the day.
Okay. Have you tried any type of like massage or anything?
I haven't been able to. I haven't had a lot of time to go and get that done or anything. Um, and it costs money. My husband right now lost his job, so we're on one income, and so I'm just kind of either working or at home. Haven't been able to do that.
Okay. Um,
Although I'd love if my husband would offer to give me a massage, but
you always could do that, and it's free.
that right?
Um, so kind of based off of the information I've gotten, kind of between a couple different things. This is known as like a differential diagnosis, where basically it could be like one condition or another. So based off of what I've kind of gathered and what you've told me, it could be like a trapezius strain or some sort of tendinopathy through there. And so basically with this muscle, it does attach or originate from the back of your head,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes down and attaches out here on your shoulder, as well as like going down your back at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger muscle than what people think it is. It's either that, or I think it's some sort of like muscle spasm. Um, has anything like this ever happened to you before?
Not really. Nobody's ever said that it was like that. Um, but from what you're saying, it sounds about right.
Okay. So basically, from here, I'm going to give you some stuff you can do. And then in a couple weeks, we're going to have a follow up and then kind of see how you're going, see how these exercises are doing, if they've gotten too easy or if they still feel about the same. And then, do you have any goals that you would like to incorporate?
Um, Definitely just like a basic one. I'd like to just plain old be able to look over my shoulder without any pain and or just be able to move it in general. And then I think after that, I'd like to be able to wear all my gear without feeling really hindered all the time. Those would probably be my main goals.
Okay. Um, so yes, we will definitely incorporate those goals into the plan of care I come up with. Um, and if any of this stuff does not work, please let me know, and then we can modify it to where it better suits you and your needs. Um, so basically, the first thing that I want you to do is I'm actually going to give your husband some homework. I would like him to try and massage it. Um, so basically, just putting that pressure on it
Mhm.
and then kind of working out this way
Okay.
away from the head. You can do that for 5-6 minutes. I would recommend using some like hand lotion and stuff, and then um, pretty much like what you're wearing, like a tank top, will work for that. Just so the lotion doesn't get on your clothes, and it makes it a little bit easier for the thumb or whatever he uses to slide a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Um, and then obviously you can tell him to dig harder or less pressure, just depending on your pain tolerance. I would not recommend doing this every day because basically what a massage does is kind of breaks up some of that, I guess, scar tissue or muscle. And so if you continually do that, then it's going to come to a point where you have so much like breakdown that you're not going to be able to really do much.
Yeah.
So basically what I would do is I would try doing it every other day or every third day.
Yeah.
Depending on how you feel. I would definitely take some sort of ibuprofen or Aleve just to help with decreasing that pain. And then if there's any type of like underlying inflammation or anything in there, it'll also help get rid of that. And then pretty much from there, I would continue to work out with the unit and everything. But with that, I want you to primarily focus on the lower body exercises because sometimes rest can really help that muscle calm down and relax.
Yeah.
But I do want you to do some upper body stuff, just not to the extent that you have been.
Okay.
So basically kind of weaning off of the activity a little bit to see if that does help, because a lot of the times with like tendinopathies, it is an overuse injury.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing too much, then it's not going to get any better and it's going to progressively get worse and worse and worse. So I think taking that step back could help that if that's what's going on. Does that make sense? Okay. So yeah, I would definitely try massage, start taking some anti-inflammatories, and then I would still try and work on that range of motion. So if you're just like sitting at home, I would try looking over that left shoulder. You can just do it like 30 times.
Okay.
And basically what I want you to do is when you turn, I want you to stop right before you get to that point of pain. So this should not cause any pain at all.
Okay.
And so basically over time, you should be able to get more and more and more. This may not be a quick fix. It could be a quick fix. Everybody's body reacts differently to this stuff. So again, at that 2-week checkup, we'll see how things are going and kind of go from there.
Gotcha.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think you covered everything I needed today.
Okay. Well, then we will see you in a couple weeks.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.